University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, 28 teams appeared in the first round of this contest. 16 made it through to round 2. 8 of them endured the taxing quarter-final stage, and now only the best 4 remain as we play the first of the 2 semi-final matches. The team from Peterhouse, Cambridge, haven't lost a match in the entire series. They beat Glasgow University and St George's London in rounds 1 and 2, and in the quarter-finals they defeated St John's College, Oxford, and the team they're facing again tonight, the University of York. With an average age of 20, let's meet the Peterhouse team again.
Hello, I'm Thomas Langley. I'm from Newcastle upon Tyne, and I'm reading history.
Hello, I'm Oscar Powell. I'm from York, and I'm reading geological sciences.
This is their captain.
Hello, I'm Hannah Woods. I'm originally from Manchester, and I'm studying for a PhD in history.
Hello, my name's Julian Sutcliffe. I'm from Reading in Berkshire, and I'm also reading history.
Now, the University of York's team saw off Manchester University in round 1, then Christ College, Cambridge in round 2. They won't need reminding that their winning streak faltered when they lost to Peterhouse, Cambridge in the first quarter-final. But after that, they dismissed St Catherine's College, Cambridge and Imperial College, London to take their place here tonight. With an average age of 22, let's meet the York team again.
Hello, I'm Barto Joly de l'Aubinière. I'm from London and I'm studying history.
Hello, I'm Sam Smith. I'm from Guernsey and I'm studying chemistry.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm David Landon Cole. I'm from Yeovil in Somerset and I'm studying for a PhD in politics.
Hi, I'm Joseph McLaughlin. I'm from Oldham in Lancashire and I'm studying chemistry.
Let's just get on with a starter question. Fingers on the buzzers, please. What 5-letter word appears in expressions meaning a loudly dressed man, a brief item of news, a data storage device that uses a type of non-volatile memory?
Your Cole.
Flash.
Flash is correct. Right, the first set of bonuses, York, are on winners of the Saturn Award for Best Science Fiction Film. In each case, name the film from the description. Firstly, the 1995 winner, directed by Terry Gilliam. It stars Bruce Willis as a convict sent back in time to seek information on a virus that's devastated Earth's population.
12 monkeys. 12 monkeys.
Correct. Secondly, the 2006 winner, directed by Alfonso Cuarón and based on a novel by P.D. James, set in a dystopic future in which human procreation has ceased.
Children of Man.
No, I can't accept that. It's the children of men, not man. And finally, I need the precise 7-word title for this. The 2011 winner, directed by Rupert Wyatt, portraying the effects of an experimental drug on Caesar, who's played by Andy Serkis.
The rise of the planet. The rise of the planet of the apes.
That's apes. The rise of the planet of the apes.
Yeah, I think it's Rise. Is that what's the
Or
one?
Dawn.
No, I think Dawn was the recent. Oh, it could be Dawn.
Dawn. 2011.
Rise was the second one because they, rose.
Dawn. Says it Dawn.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
No, it was the other one. It was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Sorry. Another starter question. From the name of a nomadic people that founded the Liao dynasty in the 10th century, what term for northern China...
Peterhouse Sutcliffe.
Manchuria.
No, you lose 5 points. What term for northern China was introduced to Europe during the 13th century? It was formerly used in English as a poetic term for China as a whole.
Your Joly de l'Aubinière.
Cathay.
Cathay is correct. These bonuses, York, are on inheritance and experience. Firstly, for 5, the title of a 1925 work by the US academic John B. Watson. Which influential school dominated psychological theory between the 2 world wars?
Psychoanalytic. I've literally no idea. No idea.
I don't think it's...
No, it's Freud.
I think it's later than something like social...
Let's have it, please.
Social... Psycho... I don't know. Make a word out of something.
Psychosocial analysis.
No, it's behaviourism. Secondly, born in 1822, which British polymath had earlier identified nature and nurture as 2 separate influences whose effects can be measured and compared? He also coined the term eugenics.
Is that Huxley?
Thomas.
Huxley might be a good guess.
What's his first name?
It's not Wallace, I don't think.
Just try Huxley then.
Thomas Huxley.
Thomas Huxley.
Huxley.
No, it's Francis Galton.
Oh.
And finally, in 1859, which biologist, a relative of Galton, suggested that all human development is the result of adaptation to the environment?
Darwin.
It's not, unless it's Lamarck.
I think Charles Darwin was related to somebody who was also...
George Bernard Darwin.
Yeah, let's go Darwin.
Darwin.
Darwin is correct, yes. Another starter question now. Who in 2006 said this? The prize was completely irrelevant for me. Everybody understood that if the proof is correct, then no other recognition is needed.
Peterhouse Powell.
Andrew Wiles.
No, you lose 5 points, I'm afraid. The statement refers to the Speaker's proof of the Poincaré conjecture and his refusal of the Fields Medal for this achievement.
York McLaughlin.
Nashiakov.
No, it was Grigory Perelman. 10 points for this. Which city did the German-born British sociologist Ralph Dahrendorf describe as the most English city in Germany, far more English than any place in the British Isles, the birthplace of the composers Brahms and Mendelssohn? It's situated on the River Elbe and is the second most populous in Germany after Berlin.
Peterhouse Sutcliffe.
Munich.
No, anyone like to buzz from York?
York McLaughlin.
Hamburg.
Hamburg is correct. Your bonuses, York, are on women from Pembrokeshire. Firstly, her brother's prophecy that one day she would be considered a better artist than him has been fulfilled. These words refer to which painter born in Haverfordwest in 1876?
I have no idea. So.
O'Keeffe.
Who?
Georgia.
Yeah, no, try Rosetta. Actually, no, I don't. Oh, yeah, cool, try O'Keeffe's not a bad guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
O'Keeffe.
No, it's Gwen John, the sister of Augustus John. And secondly, said to have rounded up French troops armed only with a pitchfork, Jemima Nicholas of Fishguard played a part in the defeat of the last invasion of mainland Britain. During which decade did that occur?
It was 1200s.
No, it was the 17-somethings, isn't it?
It was John. It was the...
When Henry Tudor invaded.
Well, William of Orange invaded in the
Yeah.
1690s, so it's well after that.
What's French? Was
Yeah.
it French?
Yeah.
No, I think it is
The
John.
Jacobins. So
No,
it's James II then. James
No,
II.
I think it
Come on,
was
let's have it, please.
John. It's 12.
no,
1210. I think it's later. I think it's
not.
try 1680s.
1680s.
No, it's the 1790s, 1797 to be precise. Born in Pembrokeshire in 1966, which novelist's recent works include The Little Stranger and The Paying Guests?
I haven't a clue.
No.
J.K. Rowling.
No, it's Sarah Waters. Right, we're now going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a simplified representation of a phylum of the Indo-European language family, from which one language with official status at a national level has been omitted. 10 points if you can name the missing language.
York Smith.
Sorry, German.
No, Peterhouse, one of you may buzz.
Peterhouse Langley.
Walloon.
No, it's Afrikaans. So, picture bonuses in a moment or two. 10 points at stake for this starter question. Having a relatively long half-life of 28 years, which radioactive isotope produced in nuclear fallout is chemically similar to calcium and presents a serious health hazard?
Peterhouse Woods.
Strontium-90.
Yes. So you get the picture bonuses. You're going to see 3 more simplified representations of parts of Indo-European language phyla. In each case, I want the name of the language omitted. Firstly, the name of the official national language which has been omitted here.
Southeastern Slavic.
No, it won't be Greek.
Slavic. Bulgarian? No. Bulgarian and Romanian are almost the same language.
Romanian's not.
Macedonian, I think Macedonian's the same as another one, but it's not called the same because they hate each other. What's next to Macedonia? Albania? Albanian, maybe?
Should I try Albanian? Albanian.
No, it's Bulgarian. Secondly, the name of the language omitted here, which also has official status at a national level.
So it's not Romansh, is it? That is an official language of Switzerland, so it could be. But Gallo-Italian, no, it's Gallo-Retian, nearly Gallo-Romance. Oh,
I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, but Flemish.
it won't be Flemish, I don't think. What was
right? Where's right? No, I think it is Romansh.
Go for it then.
Romansh.
Correct. Finally, the name of the language omitted here.
Okay, so probably Welsh.
Yeah.
No, it won't. It won't.
Welsh is Brythonic.
It won't. So right.
I think it could just be
it's not
Irish Gaelic. No, that's
There's Irish there.
Cornish.
Cornish.
Cornish
that's
is
right.
related to Breton, though. Cornish or Breton?
Brythonic, I think, is Maybe it could be Welsh actually. I'm not sure.
Welsh
Should
or
go for that.
Cornish?
Go
Welsh.
for I mean, I don't know. They don't seem to have another branch for Breton, and Breton's related to Cornish. We don't know. Go for Welsh. It sounds the best.
Welsh.
No, it's Manx.
Oh.
10 points for this. Which two consecutive letters of the alphabet are the only two consonants in words meaning supply with the necessary items, excite curiosity, a clever or witty remark, and not transparent?
Peterhouse Powell.
Q and P.
Correct. Right, your bonuses this time, Peterhouse, are on rocket science. Born in 1857, which Russian scientist gives his name to the formulation commonly known as the rocket equation?
Any Russian scientist?
Lomonosov.
It's not going to be Mendeleev, I presume.
I don't know.
Can I nominate?
What was the thing you said? Does he?
Lomonosov. He's a Russian scientist.
Go for it then.
Lomonosov.
Yeah.
Lomonosov.
No, it's Tsiolkovsky. And secondly, according to the equation, a rocket's change in velocity is equal to the effective exhaust velocity multiplied by the natural logarithm of the ratio of what?
Gravity to thrust to gravity, maybe?
I'll try that.
Maybe. It sounds reasonable.
Thrust to gravity.
No, it's initial and final mass. And finally, to accelerate a payload of 1 kilogram up to 1 kilometre per second, if the exhaust velocity is also 1 kilometre per second, what is the smallest mass of propellant that must be expended in terms of the fundamental constant E?
In terms of E. 1,000 E kilograms.
This is just too dull.
A ton of E tons.
E tons. Why? God.
It's going to be a number in E, isn't it?
Yeah, so, I mean...
Should I just say 4?
Four.
I don't know.
Isn't E usually to powers?
10.
4. 10. What?
Ten
I'm just
E.
saying things.
10E.
This is rocket science. No, it's E minus 1 kilogram. Right, 10 points for this. In organic chemistry, what term denotes the class of cyclic organic compounds?
York Smith.
Aromatic.
No, you lose 5 points. Containing two carbonyl groups, either adjacent or separated by a vinylene group in a 6-membered unsaturated ring.
Peterhouse Powell.
Phenols?
No, they're quinones. 10 points for this. Around the size of Norfolk, which island forms the smallest of the provinces of Canada?
Peterhouse Sutcliffe.
Nova Scotia.
Nope.
York Smith.
Prince Edward Island.
Prince Edward Island is correct. And I'm afraid that was technically an interruption, Peterhouse, so I'm going to have to penalise you 5 points. Right, your bonuses, York, are on world history in the 1320s. In 1324, Mansa Musa left his capital on the upper Niger River with an entourage reputed to number over 60,000 men for an unusually lavish pilgrimage to Mecca. He ruled an empire whose name is now that of which present-day African country?
Mali.
Correct. Which ancient capital was founded in about 1325? Mexico City was later built on its ruins.
Okay, fine.
Can I give it to you?
Yeah, why not?
Nominate Smith.
Tenochtitlan.
Correct. Philip VI was crowned at Rheims in 1328 and was the first French king of which dynasty?
Valois.
Correct. We're going to take a music round. Your music starter, you're going to hear an excerpt from an opera. For 10 points, you just have to give me the name of the composer.
Peterhouse Powell.
Verdi.
No, you can hear a little more, York.
York McLaughlin.
Mozart.
It is Mozart, yes. It's an excerpt from The Abduction from the Harem. That was Osmin singing there. It was a part notable for requiring the performer to sing some of the lowest notes in the standard operatic repertoire. For your bonuses, you're going to hear 3 more examples of bass voices in opera. For each of them, I want you to give me the name of the composer. Firstly, this German composer.
Wagner.
No, that's Richard Strauss. It's from the Rosenkavalier. Secondly, this Russian composer, please.
King René's Lament.
I don't know it, but let's listen to it. Let's just listen to it a little bit. It sounds like a lament, so I'm happy to go with that.
No, but if you want...
But no, I don't know it, so if you think you know it, go with it.
If you've got the exact answer.
Come on, let's have it, please.
Tchaikovsky.
No, that's Mussorgsky. It's Pimin from Boris Godunov. And finally, this British composer.
I think it's Britain. It just rhymes.
Britain.
It is Benjamin Britten, yes. It's from Billy Budd. Right, 10 points for this. What Italian surname is shared by the astronomer who observed the so-called Martian canals in 1877 and the fashion designer who, in 1947, introduced the colour known as shocking pink?
Peterhouse Woods.
Schifferelli.
Yes, I think it's normally called Schiaparelli, but yes. You're right. Your bonuses are on food and Napoleon I, Peterhouse. Formerly in East Prussia, what town is associated with both the Treaty of 1807 between Napoleon and Russia and a pungent cheese now made in Germany, Switzerland and elsewhere?
I don't know.
Pungent cheese. Breslau.
Breslau? I can't remember. It was on. They did it on a river, didn't they?
Is that a cheese?
No, I don't know.
Do we know?
We don't know. Just
Breslau? Yeah. Breslau.
No, it's Tilsit. Variants of what surname link the son of a Jacobite émigré who became one of Napoleon's marshals of the empire and Maurice and Richard, the brothers whose innovative techniques led to the founding of a prominent fast food chain?
Did we say that? McDonald.
Correct. Which victory of Napoleon over the Austrians in 1800 gave its name to a dish of sautéed chicken, usually including tomatoes, garlic and mushrooms?
Oh, God, OK. Puttanesque?
No, it's not that.
I think it could be Austerlitz.
Austerlitz. Chicken Austerlitz, is that a thing?
I think it might be.
Austerlitz.
Oh, I have chicken Austerlitz. No, it's Marengo, chicken Marengo. 10 points for this. In his 1963 behavioural study of obedience, which US psychologist demonstrated that a majority of people are capable of causing harm to others?
Peterhouse Sutcliffe.
Milgram.
Milgram is right, yes. These bonuses, Peterhouse, are on particle physics. Bottom onium is a short-lived composite particle formed from which two fundamental particles of the Standard Model?
Two quarks. I don't understand what particles are.
Yeah, but we need specific meson. Meson's out.
Is that not a particle that's made
we don't
out of
know.
two
Let's just get through. Yeah,
quarks?
but we need the specific quark. Wouldn't we? Yeah, okay. Bottom quark and top quark. Yeah, go for that.
A bottom and a top quark.
It's a bottom quark and an anti-bottom quark.
Okay.
Secondly, other unstable compounds can be formed in a similar way out of bound particle-antiparticle pairs. All but one of these oniums is named after its matter half, which is the exception, which is named after an antimatter particle.
Oh, so it's anti-something. What would...
Anti-strange. Is it going to be the name of a quark with anti?
No, because the first one wasn't. I don't know. I mean, anti-positron. Positrons are leptons. Let's try anti-meson. It might exist. It's probably a general category.
Anti-meson.
No, it's positronium.
Okay.
And finally, for 5 points, positronium decays as the positron and electron annihilate one another to generate two or more gamma rays. These bear what minimum total energy expressed in kilo-electron volts?
Can we guess?
1.
No,
it's 1,022. 10 points for this. What seven-letter term denotes a genetic structure in a cell that replicates independently of the chromosomes, specifically any of the small...
Peterhouse Powell.
Plasmid.
Plasmid is correct, yes. You get bonuses on less frequently used railway stations in Britain. Firstly, for 5 points, the most remote station on the Heart of Wales line shares what two-word name with a nearby vantage point and with the English name of a peak that overlooks the city of Rio de Janeiro?
Sugarloaf.
What's Sugarloaf in Welsh?
Sugarloaf.
Okay.
Should we say Sugarloaf?
I don't know in
It
Welsh.
shares its English name. They want the English
Let's
name.
have it, please.
Sugarloaf.
Correct. Described as used almost solely by walkers and those who enjoy visiting obscure locations, Altna Breek is a station on which line running from Inverness to its twin termini of Wick and Thurso?
Would that straddle the Great Glen?
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
it's a Great
Yeah,
Glen
go for it.
line.
Go
Oh,
for
no,
it.
is it called the Prince William line? Fort William.
Fort William line.
Fort William.
Oh, I don't know. Great Glen.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Come on, please.
Fort William.
Fort William.
No, it's miles away. It's the far north line. Without access to a public road, Burney Arms Station is surrounded by an RSPB reserve and lies close to the River Yare in which English county?
Norfolk.
Go for it, go for it, go for it.
Norfolk.
Correct. Right, 10 points at stake for this picture starter. You're going to see a photograph of an actress in a Shakespearean role. For 10 points, I want you to identify both the actress and the role.
Peterhouse Woods.
Maxine Peake, Hamlet.
Correct. That was in Sarah Frankham's 2014 Royal Exchange production. You're now going to see 3 more examples of cross-gender Shakespearean casting on the modern stage. Again, in each case, I want you to give me both the actor and the role. Firstly, for 5, this actress.
So it's going to be Coriolanus.
Or
do you
Macbeth.
think? Or Macbeth. But do we know the actress? Shall I just pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass.
That's Harriet Walter as Brutus. Secondly, both these actors and the 2 characters they're playing.
I've absolutely. Oh, that's
Hugh
what's he
Grant.
called? That's
Oh, no.
It's Tom Hollander. What was
I don't know.
They
I
did a
don't know.
play where it was all men, but they were all women.
I don't know.
We can't even guess.
No.
Pass.
That's Adrian Lester and Tom Hollander, whom you did identify. They're playing Rosalind and Celia. Finally, this actress.
Oh, that's What's she called? She played Petunia Dursley, Fiona something,
I don't know.
Fiona Shaw.
Yeah. Fiona Shaw.
What's she going to be?
Henry something.
Henry V. Should we
don't
try?
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
or Richard II.
Maybe. I don't know. Just say
What shall
something.
I try?
I don't know.
Fiona Shaw, Richard II.
Correct. 10 points for this. Noted for the policies of de-Stalinisation. Who was first?
Peterhouse Langley.
Khrushchev.
Correct. That gives you the lead. These bonuses are on the Italian humanist Poggio Bracciolini, who is noted for his rediscovery of classical manuscripts. At Cluny and other monasteries in around 1415, Poggio rediscovered several orations by which major Roman author killed during the Second Triumvirate?
Cicero.
Cicero.
Yeah.
Cicero.
Correct. His work described by Cicero as rich in brilliant genius, which Roman poet's De Rerum Natura, or On the Nature of Things, was rediscovered by Poggio in 1417?
Lucretius.
Lucretius.
Correct. In 1414, Poggio rediscovered and publicised a treatise on which subject by the Roman author Vitruvius, the only one of its kind known to have survived since antiquity?
Anatomy.
Anatomy.
Oh, yeah,
Like the
no.
Vitruvian. Anatomy.
No, it's architecture. 10 points for this. According to the Scottish Wildlife Trust, Knapdale in Argyll and the Rohoy Hills in Morvern are places where it is possible to see which rare and elusive mammal known binomially as Felis sylvestris?
Peterhouse Powell.
The Scottish wildcat.
Correct. These bonuses are on disease, Peterhouse, caused by the same bacteria but without resulting in pneumonia. Pontiac fever is a milder form of which disease?
I don't know.
The North American, something North American.
I don't know.
Pontiac Pine. Is that
Yellow
like
fever.
Yellow fever, South American, and that's
Don't know, just say
a
something.
virus.
what's the thing that Lyme disease? Why
Lyme
not-
disease.
Lyme disease.
No, it's Legionnaire's disease. Spread by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which virus gets its alternate name of breakbone fever from the severe limb pains that it causes?
Breakbone fever is dengue fever. This was in
I'd
our
say
first round
that.
match, but do they want the virus?
They want
It's
the
called
virus.
West Nile virus.
Those.
Go for dengue fever because
Dengue
I'm not
fever.
sure West Nile virus is the same thing. So go
Dengue fever.
Dengue is correct. Yellow fever is a serious viral infection named after which of its common symptoms? Caused by the excessive accumulation of bile pigments.
Jaundice.
Correct. 10 points for this. The star Beta Orionis has what five-letter common name? A blue-white supergiant about 800 light-years distant. It is the seventh brightest star in the sky.
Peterhouse Sutcliffe.
Sirius.
No. Anyone want to buzz from York?
York Cole.
Calyx.
No, it's Rigel. 10 points for this. What first name is shared by the novelist who created Darius Clayhanger and Anna Tellwright and the composer who introduced the 12-tone system of musical composition?
York McLaughlin.
Arnold.
Arnold is correct, yes. Arnold Baines and Arnold Schoenberg. Your bonuses are on European heads of state, York. Miloš Zeman succeeded Václav Klaus as president of which country in 2013?
The Czech Republic.
Correct. Borut Pahor beat the incumbent Danilo Turk to become president of which country in 2012?
Slovenia.
Correct. Heinz Fischer succeeded Thomas Klestil as president of which country in 2004?
Austria.
Correct. 10 points for this. The Scottish painter Alan Ramsay is noted for a full-length portrait of which British monarch clad in robes of gold and ermine? His other subjects include Charles Edward Stuart and the philosopher David Hume.
York Jolie de la Binière.
Charles II.
Anyone like to buzz from
Peterhouse
Peterhouse?
Woods.
George II.
No, it was George III. 10 points for this. Often called the first Western autobiography, which 13-volume work explores the author's conversion from...
Peterhouse Langley.
St Augustine. Confessions.
Yes, I'll accept that, yeah. Well interrupted. Your bonuses this time are on books published in the 1780s. Metaphysical Foundations of Natural Science and Foundations of the Metaphysics of Morals were works published during the 1780s by which German philosopher?
Kant.
Yeah.
Kant.
Correct. Who wrote the 1787 work Thoughts on the Education of Daughters? Her novel, Mary, a fiction, appeared the following year.
Wollstonecraft, yeah, is it? Mary Wollstonecraft.
Correct. Who was the author of the work known in English as Elementary Treatise of Chemistry? It was first published in Paris in 1789.
Lavoisier. Lavoisier.
Correct. 10 points for this. In medicine, what term denotes an excessive accumulation of fluids, both water and salt?
Peterhouse Powell.
edema.
Edema is correct. And that was wrong. York University have 100, Peterhouse, Cambridge have 145. Well, bad luck, York. It was a very close match most of the way, and you could only have played one more game anyway, so it's fine. Go home with your heads held high. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Peterhouse, congratulations. We shall look forward to seeing you in the final. Very well done. I hope you can join us next time for the last semi-final, but until then, it's goodbye from York University.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Peterhouse, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.